Good morning, everybody. It's a great pleasure, a great joy to see each of you. And joy is the topic that I'm going to propose for today. I was blessed to have a conversation yesterday with one of my friends from the Unity in Chapel Hill, where I was spiritual leader for a bunch of years. And this person had, like me, just experienced several weeks in the hospital and, total inability to control what was happening to her. It was an emergency situation. And it was really interesting to me how both of us had experienced amazing miracles and great joy in the midst of pain in those experiences. And we compared notes. And basically, we were both practicing letting go and trusting the universe to take care of us. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about what is joy and where does it come from? Because both of us experience that, and it's something that I've been very aware of since the hospital experience. It's a really essential experience that goes along with life. So let's go within and start to become conscious of our position, of our bodies, of our breathing, and just allow our breathing to regulate itself while we become aware of ourselves breathing. There are other ways to focus on the present moment, but breathing is certainly a very powerful one. Because breathing is physical life in action. As long as we're breathing, we can be aware of the universe living as us, in oneness with us. And life is synonymous with joy. an interesting experience to ask ourselves, where do we find joy? Certainly waking up every morning and seeing that we're still breathing and knowing that we can do what we want to do and be as we want to be for another few minutes anyway. All we ever have is the present moment. And that in itself is joy. I have been going through different places in my house and sorting out what I no longer need. And some of these items, I realized they bring me joy. That's why I want to keep them. I need to take them out of the drawer more often and experience them, because that is one of the sources of joy in our lives. A good friend arrived this morning after we haven't seen her for the past week, and I felt joyful to see her. The wind was blowing earlier, and the leaves on the oak trees and the bushes in our backyard and our neighbors' backyards were dancing with the wind. Oneness with the elements of life, air, fire, water, earth, is also a source of great joy. When I received my parole quotidienne a couple of weeks ago, I tried to print it out, and the printer didn't work, which is not itself a source of great joy, but it got stuck on a passage that says, "Ma joie grandit tant que je la partage." My joy grows as I share it. How am I finding and sharing joy in each present moment? We have so many moments when joy is right there for us to be aware of. Living, breathing, interacting, observing, participating, being, just sitting and observing nature is a source of great joy. Experiencing beauty, noticing beauty. The thing about joy is it's always there. It's always in every moment possible. But we don't pay attention to it. We get wrapped up in concerns and worries and physical unpleasant sensations. When we could pay attention to the joy of oneness with life and love and being. What our breath does for us. Experience breathing. Find the joy. Pay attention to it. Be grateful for it. How often do we feel grateful for breath? For life? Good time to do it right now. When I was in the hospital, I meditated practically nonstop on the 23rd Psalm, knowing that my role in that psalm was as the sheep. I had no control, no agency. But I could be a sheep, grateful for my shepherd, for spirit, for the universe, for the all goodness of the universe. And as a sheep, I practiced being grateful for the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I don't need to worry about anything. The Lord is my shepherd. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside safe, pure, calm water. He prepares a feast for me. He anoints my head. He takes such amazingly good care of me. And what both my friend and I had experienced during our time of being sheep and practicing being sheep and practicing trusting that the universe would prepare a feast for us was miracles, absolute miracles, repeatedly. And so I invite you to go forward into your day, expecting miracles as you trust in Spirit to be your shepherd. Time to come back into daily life. And when you feel comfortable, I invite you to open your eyes and share the joy that you feel with all of us.